Hey YouTube! So we get lots of questions all week long. We get lots of people asking us, what's your favorite show? What do you think about the recent marriage equality ruling? We get inundated with tons and tons of questions. So this year we're going to start doing a video series called The Week in Rewind, where every Sunday we tell you what we're thinking about politics, gossip, personal stuff, anything that you guys may want to know. So to start off this week, I'm going to let Brian take the first category, and it's politics.
So as we get closer to another election cycle, we're seeing all the regular talking heads pop up and do their thing as the GOP want to romance their base and set themselves up as the next Republican candidate. But the biggest news this week is that the Supreme Court is taking up another case.
Marriage equality. This is the last case, people, for the 6th District.
Yeah, they consolidated appeals from 4 states, actually: Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And they're set to hear arguments, I believe, sometime mid to late April.
And why is it this case got selected by the Supreme Court? Why haven't they selected one of the other cases?
I don't know why.
Oh, my goodness. I'm the more educated one, people.
See, so, he set that up. He could say just that.
Every court has pretty much been ruling with the Supreme Court, basically saying that discrimination against LGBT people is illegal. And so the Supreme Court has been rejecting all of the pleas for them to take up the recent cases because there was no disagreement in what they ruled recently here in California. So now, basically, with the 6th District, Ohio, which is a state that's always on my mind because of Jim Stone and his partner who really want to get married, the reason why they took that case was because the 6th District judges said that the states could discriminate, that they did not have to allow their citizens to be able to have marriage equality rights. So now this makes a disagreement between the different district courts. That's why the Supreme Court is taking this case so they can have the final ruling. And I personally believe that this will be the final case, and then after this, marriage equality will be legal through all 50 states.
I'm much more confident about this one, being that they've already ruled the way that they have in California, because they'd almost have to walk back over their old decision in order to find in favor of the ban.
Yeah, my guess is by June, marriage equality will be in all 50 states. So, good job, people. Now, on to Alabama. You didn't even give a shout out to Alabama.
Congratulations, Alabama!
Yeah,
Mostly because I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
When somebody put Alabama got marriage equality in my Facebook feed, I thought, oh, this must be an
when
onion.
pigs fly?
This must be an onion post. It can't be for real. But,
congratulations, Alabama. And in the political segment of this episode, we're going to talk about Obama in his State of the Union address. Some major things happened. Obama actually came out and said that he believes that marriage equality is a civil rights issue. And that's actually the first time I believe he's said that. He also said that he also mentioned the word transgendered and bisexual and included them in, his State of the Union address, which is historical since no other president has ever done that. I really did.
I do wonder how. It is important that a sitting president does say those things, but when the next president can come in and just ignore those groups of people entirely.
The next president can be Hillary Clinton, and she's not going to ignore them. So
we hope.
Bravo, President Obama. My biggest problem with Obama, and actually, if you watch the speech, he had a lot of really good one-liners. But Obama's a little bit late, and we huge supporters of yours. But now you've come out swinging after you've lost all ability to do anything. Kind of disappointed. So on that note, we're going to move from politics to...
Thank goodness. I'm so tired of the politics.
TV. So TV right now is pretty amazing. Brian doesn't do a lot of TV watching because he is kind of a reality Nazi. He hates all those reality shows.
All they do is argue and cuss.
The last couple of weeks, the Fosters have started up again. So if you haven't watched The Fosters, you're a fan of The Fosters.
Yep, that's a good show.
It's they ripped off Our Family, and they basically made a TV show about it.
Ripped off Our Family.
So it's 2 moms. If you haven't seen the show, we'll put a link down below because it's a really good show. You should check it out. Also, American Horror Story just finished, and it was awful. It was like the worst season ever of American Horror Story. I was really disappointed.
I could care less.
So if you watch that show, sucks. What else is going on TV? Oh, Top Chef. I've been wanting to make a video about Top Chef for the last probably 4 or 5 years, and I was going to call that video Gays Can't Cook. Because on every single series, every single season where there was a gay contestant, they got kicked out like in the first couple episodes.
And that's what I have to hear every single episode of every season.
This season, the top 3 finalists, 2 Asian females and an African American man, all LGBT, are in the top 3 and they're on the way to Mexico. So if you haven't been watching the season, take a look because the last episode will be 3 LGBT contestants and they're very diverse, more diverse than what makes it on a lot of these TV shows with LGBT people. And I think they're not stereotypical at all. I'm very proud of all three of them. Anything else going on in the TV land that you want to mention?
Nothing in TV land. I find TV to be rather repulsive right now because there's no good sci-fi shows.
Now on to Brian's favorite topic, gossip.
It's not my favorite topic. My favorite topic is science and science fiction. But to be on another topic, though, we wanted to talk about Justin Bieber because
Justin Bieber.
Selena's not in the room and we can.
Okay. Just set it up and I'll show some pictures.
So Justin's been in the news for a lot of things, but most notably these days has been that he's the new face for Calvin Klein underwear. And
I admit his pictures look pretty good. I mean, he's becoming manly. I mean, he looked pretty good in his pictures. But then after we were all saying, wow, he looks pretty good in those pictures, what happened?
It turned out that they've been all photoshopped. So they leaked the unphotoshopped versions of those pictures and saw where they had put ads on them and all kinds of stuff.
Take a look. Okay, so obviously there's a big difference between what the pictures were and what they supposedly were. Pictures are and what they supposedly were like before they photoshopped them. To me, it's not really, who cares? I mean, I think everybody who's a model, everybody who's on the cover of a magazine gets photoshopped.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that absolutely every model that you see on the cover of a magazine isn't photoshopped,
speaking of, we
world.
are looking for somebody to photoshop our videos so we look better. So if you want to photoshop our videos every week for us, let us know.
I want to lose a little bit here. I'll just add a little more up here.
But the big news is Justin Bieber was so bugged by the controversy that he started running around showing off his package, taking pictures of himself when he's not wearing underwear, just so people can understand that he's not itty bitty.
He's kind of got that ego problem.
He definitely showed his age. The immaturity was glaring this week from Justin Bieber.
So, and as a dad, as we watch all this stuff, I mean, we definitely don't pass those news items along to Selena. But, you know,
she found out about the news items.
Yeah.
She was very much, she's into the whole Justin Bieber thing, and when they're talking smack about her, she knows.
And it hurts her feelings.
Yeah.
I know it does.
I don't really know why it hurts her feelings, though.
Because she likes him. She still genuinely likes him. And she likes his music. And to see him act this way, I think really kind of hurts her feelings.
Okay, so our last segment we want to do every week is personal. So if you guys, this week we don't have any personal questions, but if you guys want to leave a personal question down in below, we used to do the Ask a Gay Family series, but we're getting less and less video questions, but we get a lot of written questions.
I have a personal question.
Yeah.
How come you have so many opinions about everything?
Because I'm an opinionated person.
Oh my goodness, YouTube. You have no idea.
So why don't you have any opinions?
Because for the most part, I just kind of take life as it comes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the way it is.
On a personal note to wrap this up, it was Selena's birthday. She had 6 friends over last night, 5 friends and herself, and they had a sleepover, and they did the nail salon, and they had Panda Express, and it was kind of crazy.
And they talked about boys, and I tried really hard not to listen.
Yeah, right. They closed their door, and Daddy Brian's ear was over on the door trying to listen to everything they said. So I kind of believe in a little bit of privacy. Let the girls have their privacy. I know you miss being a big girl, but let the girls have their privacy. On that note, you two, cheers.
Cheers.
And we'll see you next week.